But is the go home show for All In, or is it? Well, it's Dynamite's go home show, but we've got Rampage and we've also got Collision, guys. But before we get stuck into this review, I'd like to say rest in peace to Terry Funk. Dynamite didn't, I believe it didn't actually show anything to do with Terry Funk. Now, don't quote me on that. It's just when I'm reading these results here, there's been no mention of it, and I didn't see any clips on YouTube. But maybe this was pre-taped. I'm not too sure. But yes, rest in peace to Terry Funk, hardcore icon. You know, had some great matches that stick out the top of my head. The barbed wire match against Sabu, the match at One Night Stand 2006, even the match he had against Kevin Nash at WCW in the street fight. All memorable stuff when he almost landed on his neck. But yeah, R.I.P. Terry. Gone but never forgotten, damn it. But sadly, I'd like to forget this show because we kick off with match number 1. We've got Bullet Club Gold taking on the Elite. The Elite attack them on the entrance ramp, and then eventually we do get a match. But guess what? It's a free trigger to take a shita. And yeah, that is it. It is over. Yeah, because no one wins. It's just like, damn. I mean, then you get a match, and it just seems weird that this match is like, you don't even get a match. Does someone carry an injury? I'm not too sure. MJF is in backstage. He says he's chubbed up and he's going to be the 2023 version of the British Bulldog because, of course, the British Bulldog won in Wembley Arena back in 1992 in SummerSlam. Quality. Different Wembley, though. That was the old Wembley. This is the new Wembley. But he says, I'm not perfect. I'm not just a scumbag. I'm our scumbag. Damn it. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? But then we have another match with Jon Moxley taking on Rey Fenix. I hate, man, I've talked about this before, but I hate matches, right, where you just know what someone cannot win. Like, literally, and like, well, what are the chances, right, that Rey Fenix is actually going to beat Jon Moxley here? I'll tell you what the chances are. Fucking no chance. That is what the chances are. Never in a million years was this ever going to end with a victory to Rey Fenix, man. That's just the reality. It never was. It never will. But Moxley, he locks in the rear naked choke, and Phoenix goes to sleep. Bye-bye. So Jon Moxley, he building a wee bit of momentum towards All In. But then the Blackpool Combat Club come out to the ring. They've got crowbars. Eddie Kingston and Penta make the save. But then guess what? It's Santana and Ortiz. It's Santana's music of down. Phoenix being stretchered out as the best friends hit the ring. Back from the break, we see Wheeler Yuta actually cracked Phoenix in the face with a fucking crowbar. Pretty brutal shot, if you ask me. Renee tries to get a word with Eddie Kingston, but he slaps the microphone out of his mouth and he says, I'm going to fix your husband at Wembley, damn it. Who knows what's going to happen here? But now, we've got a contract signed between Will Ospreay, Don Callis and Chris Jericho. Now, I'll be honest, I have not watched AEW in a good few weeks. I had no idea that this match was even going to happen. Ospreay says he's the only ever man to beat Okada, Omega and Jericho in a 2-month span. Who gives a fuck about Omega and Okada? Mate, Jericho beat The Rock and Austin in the same night. Right? He beat The Rock and Austin in the same night. See as soon as Ospreay says this, right? Jericho should be fucking saying this. Be like, who gives a fuck? I beat The Rock and Austin 20 odd years ago in their fucking prime. You beat me when I'm done, and you beat 2 fucking jobbers that no one knows about. So for me, I just don't understand why, like, Jericho can't bring this up. Like, surely the writers or the bookers, whatever, surely they must be like, well, that's a pretty pish line for Ospreay to say, considering what Jericho's did. It'd be like someone saying to John Cena, "Oh, I'm a 2-time world champion," and John Cena, "Yeah, I'm 16-time." Honestly, does not make any sense. But yeah, we're going to get Jericho against Ospreay. I do not care about Will Ospreay. Jericho's got no chance of winning. I mean, I guess it's going to be cool to see Fozzy perform at All In front of 80,000 people. So yeah, this will be quite intriguing to see. Hopefully Jericho wins, but I know for a fact he's not going to win, guys. So who knows what's really going to happen. Adam Cole cuts a promo, and he kind of has a bit, bitch fit, hissy fit, whatever you want to call it, just due to the simple fact is that everyone finds it so hard to believe that we are friends. Oh, me and MJF, dear. Well, I fucking just know your role and shut your mouth, you dick. Anyway. Tornado tag team match. Nick Wayne and Darby Allin are taking on Swerve Strickland and AR Fox. Nick Wayne and Darby Allin win. And then Swerve boots R.A. Fox out of the ring. He says, you can't beat an 18-year-old child. So yeah, who knows what's going to happen here. Brian Cage batters Fox with I think it's a drill claw or something. So absolutely takes his fucking dome off. Who really cares? So yeah. That's it, out the window, out the door. Good night, he's out the group. No one really cares about this. Sting and Darby Allin and Nick Wayne then make the save. Sting, I can't believe that Sting is actually being used in such a weak ass capacity, man. It's a fucking disgrace. But anyway, we move on. Out comes Christian and Luchasaurus. He says, I heard you have a father, and your father is dead. I mean, Christian's funny. Like, I'll give him that. Christian then says, there's no better mentor for a fatherless child than the TNT champion. And then Christian lifts the belt. Christian is fucking gold, man. You know what? I was kind of against Edge going to AEW, but if we get a heel Christian against a face Edge program in AEW, I'd fucking take it. I really would. But they need to fucking book the show around them, man. That's what they need to do. Who really cares? We've got the FTR. Get our promo cut on them by the Young Bucks. So... well, they both cutting promos on each other. Like, I mean, it's kind of just fucking garbage, but who knows? Is FTR actually going to be able to compete in London? I guess only time will really tell. Guess we'll never really know. Match 4, though, is between Sky Blue and Ruby Soho. A lot of people marking it over Sky Blue's ass. And I think they're within reason, to be honest. But moving on. The match was, I mean, it was just a match, wasn't it? Like, I mean, it's mad to think the difference between looking at Sky Blue and Ruby fucking Soho, and yeah, sadly, Ruby Soho wins this one. Absolute crock of dog meat. We then have the House of Black destroying Billy Gunn's boots, like showing this from Collision. Like, what? They're destroying his boots. It's not like they're destroying the Undertaker's bike. You know, or Triple H's fucking nose or something. I don't know, honestly. Gunn says they tried to destroy Legacy. He's a Hall of Famer. The House of Black have pissed all over it. I mean, come on. I think there's a bit of an over exaggeration here, but hopefully Daddy Ass has one good final show down at All In. That'll be a wee bit intriguing. And then for the ROH World Tag ROH the ROH Tag Team Champions, we have
the Aussie Open taking on the Hardy Boys, and yeah, the Hardy Boys lose the Aussie Open. I am not fucking wasting time on this, man. This just sucks. Then MJF and Adam Cole beat these two up. Like, fuck off. How, how can the Hardy Boys? I know Jeff's not allowed in the UK, guys, right? But I mean, surely there's different ways to spin it. MJF and Cole, then like bit of a showdown. He takes the diamond ring off, puts it in his back pocket. Oh, and then they hug. We thought we were going to get a bit of friction between them. Who cares? To be honest, um, the entire show was a bit of a clusterfuck, but it was better than Raw. Which isn't really hard because Raw is like by far the worst show that you will ever see in your life. But for me, it was just a bit dead. I mean, go home show. I'll give you a 2 out of 10 for Dynamite, which is probably the highest Dynamite I've given in a while. So yeah, till next time, peace.